Alright guys, of course I've got the custom tile worn cam here, got it on the table. What we're doing today is I made the long keys gear sets that only use the secondary gear. This time, of course, I've got to make the key sets that go with the Cloy's hex adjust. And the issue with the keys being different here is because these gears actually have an embedded key in them already. This is the Cloy's hex adjust. You can buy these online. Of course, I have the Cloy's secondary gears that have the multi-position. You cannot find these anymore. I'm glad I bought them years ago when I did, and I've had them all this time. Only one symptom or sign that, hey, I need to get this car over with. So of course we're gonna get the 400,000th link key machined. That's a 6mm key, and we're gonna go ahead and get that ready for this cam, and then it's ready to install and start degreeing. So just getting the cams in right now. I'm gonna get them ahead and set them in the block. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I need to check the clearance on the cam caps, because the cam caps may or may not clear these cam lobes due to the lift. That was just a fair warning that was out there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the cams installed into the heads. We're going to take a measurement to see that we do have clearance after we torque the cam caps down. You never want to mix up your cam caps. That's very important. So we'll see what we get there and move to the next step. Alright, as you can see, we did some clearancing to this cam. Of course, we need to do some clearancing to this cam. Of course, these cams have a profile that ends up running into the actual cam cap. Here, as you can see, will roll smoothly, and then you're stuck. So the cams are free. We got the cam caps in position. The problem that we're having, of course, you roll around and bam, you run into it. So what we're going to end up doing right here is you're going to go ahead and clearance this area. On this side, I'm actually not having any interference on this cam cap, but we're still going to do a clearancing on all of them. There's a less than a millimeter of clearance between the actual cam and cam cap on the ones that aren't interfering. So just go ahead and level those down and we'll be good to go. So on the other side here, you can see where we've done that already. We did some clearancing. Of course, we got the cams in, and the last position I was in, I was having some trouble with these cams moving when I torqued them down. I think looking over everything, I was able to find, of course, after we made the key stock that we needed for the cams, that they wouldn't rotate. What I noted was, I think that when it was in the machining process to do the heads themselves, what ended up happening is some of the cam caps got swapped around, because I could not turn these cams, period. And they're still actually quite tough to turn, but this side will turn smoothly. It was one of the things that I did note just working on everything. Process has been slow, but at this point I am just trying to get these properly torqued. 7 foot-pounds. The last thing we're going to do is the exhaust cam sides of the engine. Of course, each exhaust cam side, make sure that those are torqued properly. Then we're going to go ahead and put chains on. Secondaries and primaries, go ahead and get this degree wheel positioned. Of course, the degree wheel is just sitting there. It's a little storage spot, keep everything straight. That's going to come off. Going to put that timing chains on, and then get out the degree wheel, put it back on. Of course, we've got our primary cam gears here with the adjustables. We've also got the Cloy's cam gear as well for the exhaust or the intake side, so I'll be able to advance and retort both sides. Just going ahead and torquing everything down, and then get a primary assembly. We also got some ARP bolts in as well for the cams, so we can torque those down properly. They won't be reliant on the key stock to hold the cam in position for timing. It will be held down by the torque. Once we get past that point, hell, we'll be able to button everything up, do the powder coating on the valve covers and the engine main timing cover, and this engine will be ready. Of course, in the next saga, we'll have the 10R80 here eventually. I don't have that transmission here with me yet, but we will. And well, that's where I'm at this point. We're just trying to push things along because we've had a lot of time with this engine and we've had a lot of projects in between. We're trying to get things done over here, and we're just trying to get this bad boy started because we want to see some damn racing.